I'm very excited to share the news with you that I finally got my PMP certification done.
Thanks to EduHubSpot.com and Varun's mentorship.
The material provided by EduHubSpot is fantastic and the mentoring is phenomenal.
I could not accomplish this feat without the outstanding mentorship of Varun.
I would like to thank EduHubSpot for all the support that was given to me in this journey.
If you're looking to be certified just like me, EduHubSpot is your go-to place.
Thank you EduHubSpot for helping me become a PMI Certified professional.
I want to give credit to my success to the EduHubSpot team.
Hey Srisudha, congratulations for passing the PMP exam. I'm really happy for you. The reason is I know the level of hard work you have put in behind for the past 1.5 months. And yeah, you really deserve this success. So how is your feeling right now?
Hi Gautam, and first of all, thanks for the congratulations. Yeah, feeling wise, yeah, I'm quite happy. I would say I was on cloud nine on the day I passed. Actually, like it just sunk in after these few days. That's what I would say. Yeah.
That's a nice way of expressing. And first of all, thank you so much for accepting for doing this interview. The reason, Sri Sudha, I'm especially conducting interview with you is I personally know the personal challenges you had and the professional challenges you had. You were in a situation to travel from different countries to countries. Along with that, you have get this exam done within less than 2 months. I strongly believe if I make you to share your experience, this will motivate my students and also it will motivate any PMP aspirants who are watching this. That's the reason I have decided to conduct an interview with you. And thanks for accepting this. So kind of you. Yeah,
Okay.
good. Uh, Let me get started with one by one. I have a list of questions which I wanted to ask to you. Please share your background, professional background, what you do.
Okay, so to be more precise, I have worked in IT for a few years, then switched over to manufacturing sector. So currently, I work with the manufacturing MNC and in a project management department. So yeah, I come from maybe a PM background, but from a different industry.
Got you, got you. And what made you to choose PMP as your next upskilling goal?
To be more precise, when I was working in the project management background, so I was looking at like different arenas or be a different course or certification, and PMP being the industry standard, right? I will say gold standard kind of thing. So that was probably the next step which I wanted to take to upskill myself and move ahead in my career. So that was the reason I took PMP.
Okay, okay. And as I already mentioned in the introduction, I know you had a lot of personal responsibilities and you had a lot of professional responsibilities. While you're preparing for the PMP exam, what was the most challenging part for you?
Uh, okay, because for me, there were two things which were challenging. One, the goal which I set for myself was like very short duration of time. That was one thing. And second thing was with traveling and managing a family with a working background, and also sometimes the course material itself, I would say, was challenging. Like for my
Mhm.
case, it was I came from very different background. We don't use agile and those kind of concepts. So even it was like I had to learn or unlearn many things and relearn few new PMP perspective itself. So I would say not two, but three. Yeah.
Understand, understand. And again, this is a continuation question. And while you're studying for the PMP exam, how did you manage your time? Means, how did you make sure that you are spending each day some hours for studying this? And what was your strategy there?
Gautam, to be more, right, I was a part of the boot camp. So the boot camp was one big chunk which I had to devote maybe during the night time between. I come from a Southeast Asian. I mean like I work there. So like between 9 and 1 in the night. So that was probably one of the. But I had
Mm,
a daily plan which you do. So I had a cutoff and I used to spend 45 minutes to 1 hour on a weekday and
mhm,
maybe a couple of hours on the weekend. So like weekends I used to spend maybe 2 hours and
uh-huh.
weekdays pretty much it was 45 minutes to 1 hour per day, nothing more than that. And I would say like I just followed the plan you gave me. Like I had to finish this topic, finish this, I finished. That's it. I would say more of a guru and shishya kind of thing. I'll just email you back. That's it. I'm done. I know I'm done. That's it. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So what I understood is you just spend 45 minutes to 1 hour, but you were consistent over the period of time. Right? That's what you mean
Yes,
to say.
irrespective of the location I was in or whatever
Uh-huh.
time I used to come from work and whatever
Uh-huh.
weekend commitments I had, I maybe I took an intentional break on Sundays. I would say like I
Mm,
wanted to give myself a pause, like that would give me some break and a refreshment kind of thing to rejuvenate
mm.
myself and come back from Monday to Saturday mode. But whichever country I used to be there, yeah, I used seriously and do a 45 minutes to 1 hour every evening. Uh,
That's nice.
Whatever was the
That's
time, yeah. No
that's
skipping of
nice.
it.
That's nice. That's nice. So now you are already a PMP certified. You already told me why you did PMP. Next question I have you is how do you plan to use the PMP certification in your professional life moving forward? The knowledge which you have acquired.
I would say, yeah, I would like to explore more practical areas where you can apply the PMI concepts or way of doing. Maybe there may be few difficulties in doing it, like that's more, I would say, adapting my yourself to the PMI way of doing it. But I would say eventually it will make me to maybe a project engineer kind of portfolio to a project manager or a senior project manager, maybe in another 5 to 10 years of time. So yeah, this is
Mm.
the starting step, which has given me the confidence that I can move ahead. So I would say, yeah, that's the way I want to do it.
Perfect, perfect, Sudha. And can you share your experience with the actual PMP exam? So, how was the actual PMP exam?
To this, I have two parts in answering it. The first one is the EduHubSpot's mock test. So I would say when I was saying it to you over my after my results, right? That was literally a deal breaker. Like I used to literally struggle even getting a good questions which I had there and the concepts which you explain in the boot camp. Like I used to like correlate both of them and read. So I would say mock test was one big thing which helped me to sail through the PMP exam. So PMP
Mm,
exam wise, the questions is like it's 70% agile, 30% like it's a mix of predict week. So whatever methodologies I did there was more of like I knew how to read the question, get the wrong answers out first, and get the best choice. So I would say yeah, this
mm,
was the strategy I deployed across all the 180 questions. So
mm,
yeah, pretty much it was because of the mock test. I was prepared for the way of questions which I was expecting in the exam. More of like I
mm.
knew what I had to go through or what may come, and I would say your mock test questions were like maybe 3 to 5 sentences. Here, maybe they were only two or three. So that was something you prepare for something difficult. Yeah, the exam was better.
Perfect, perfect, Srisudha. And one additional question I have. See, I had this experience. Some of the PMP aspirants reach out to me, and they used to ask me, Gautam, if I practice X number of questions, can I go and pass the PMP exam? I always used to tell them, no, you can't, because first the foundation is understanding the concepts. So, what is your take on it? So, do you think like without understanding the concept, can we go ahead and pass this exam? What do you think?
I agree with you. Like you need to understand the concept. Okay, let
Mm,
me. I'm not sure whether this can be a practical example because in one of my mock tests, I knew I was consistently not doing well
mm,
in the caching, fast tracking, resource leveling, and smoothing. So I didn't understand the concept well. So none of my questions in the. So when I contacted you back, hey, where can I get this material to know it better, understand it better? Then I retook or did the questions again. I could see a big leap of improvement. So I would say
mm,
understanding the concept is one part, I would say a major part of doing the exam rather than like you have a question and answer kind of setup in the exam. Like for
mm.
me, it didn't work. I would say I've never seen those 180 questions before in any of the exams. For me, those were new.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. Beautifully explained. And last question, your experience with EduHubSpot.
First, no words to thank because I know it was for me, it was a very fast track one. Like barely I joined maybe like end of May and started only maybe the first week of June. And within, as you said, 7 to 8 weeks, I was able to sit for the exam. So before joining EduHubSpot, I didn't know anything about PMP. This is my first attempt, or I would say my first even studying the materials kind of thing. So you should know like the quality of materials and the motivation and the feedback I got from your team. I would say rather you and your team. It was consistent. So it was not like something unexpected. So I knew I was signing into something after seeing all the Varun's videos. I used to say, right, he was also one of the major like push through for me to enroll with the HubSpot. I would say I'm satisfied. Whatever
Oh, thank
feedback,
you.
and I would say, yeah, I was satisfied with whatever drills you used to give me, like redo, and how many times like want me to redo kind of. But yeah, I never gave up, and you never gave up on me. That's is also one thing to say. Yeah.
Thank you, Srisudha. And yeah, you have never gave up. That is the primary reason you passed this exam. Yeah, I'm really happy for you. And yeah, thank you so much for taking your time and sharing your experience. But nevertheless, our interview is not over. Let me make little bit funnier. I'm gonna ask you one word questions, and I want you to answer in just one word. Okay, good. Let's get
Okay.
started. One thing you could do all day, every day.
Read books.
Read books. Okay, and your favorite hobby.
Cooking.
Cooking. Okay. Which
Yes.
one you cook? Vegetarian or non-vegetarian? Which one you are interested in?
Vegetarian. Yes, I am
Vegetarian.
a
Okay.
vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Your least favorite household chore?
Soldier. Okay. Answers.
Vessels. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah. Even my wife will give the same answer.
I
A
think it's a
habit you would
thumb
love.
rule.
It's a thumb rule. Yeah. A habit you would love to give up.
Eating sweets.
Eating sweets. Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
So there is also a thumb rule. Most of the women I interview or I know their favorite the habit. If they ask the question, they used to say avoid eating sweets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good, Sri Sudha. Thank you so much for taking your time and sharing your experience. And again, as I always say, I really had a great time working with you. And even in the short 10 minutes interview, I really had a great time. Thanks for sharing your experience and all the very best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you, Gautam.